Uh, it's cold, super cold yesterday. Uh, how's everybody doing? Hope you're doing well. It's cold. Yeah, I'm Batman. And it's cold. All right, I'm gonna walk this way. Ah, ah, yeah. Oh, oh, today was a hard day. Woo. Ah, why has it got to be so cold, bro? Oh, and I probably handle it better than most, but still, it's cold. All right. Oh, there, I gotta start running. Ah, yeah, I'm carrying all this stuff. I'm get, I'm getting bigger, getting huge. Real talk, getting strong, strong like an ox, boy. Strong. As I'm Batman. That's why. Oh, God, that was heavy. Oh, 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 oh. All right, give me 1 second. All right, get this party started. All right, how's everybody doing out there? Hope you're doing well. My cape is just a flowing in the wind. That's right. Why is the lighting so good? Hold on. All right, hold on. All right. Oh, oh. How's everybody doing out there? Hope you're doing well. I guess I have my brightness up. Real smart. Not? All right. So, like I said, I'm the Batman. How's everybody doing out there tonight? I hope you're doing well. We are winning, man. We are winning all across the board. That's why it'd be so funny to me when we discuss this stuff here because it's hilarious. Like, you know, it truly is funny for folks to think that I need a job or anything like that. It's hilarious. Like, what? Hold on. All right, hold on. Uh, I got a job and I'm doing very well at it. But yeah, while y'all are sleeping on me as usual, right? I'm up over $155 for the next check already. Um, doing pretty good, doing decently. Um, need money, man, need finances, need financial backing. That's all that this is about. Right now, need the money. I get the money, I get people to donate, I get people to help and support. We're A-okay, man. And like I said, I managed to continue to do so. Like, real talk. So that's the thing, man. People don't understand. I took care of a lot of people, so people gonna take care of me. That's what folks don't get. I took care of the valley, so the valley gonna take care of me, like Frank Lucas said. Facts. That's what he told him. He said, I took care of Harlem, so Harlem's gonna take care of me. Right? What was his name? Like Richie. I took care of Harlem, so Harlem's gonna take care of me, Richie. Something like that. It's the same exact thing. I took care of the valley, so the valley's gonna take care of me, brother. That's what a lot of these folks don't understand. This is it. This is home. So, like I said, I don't know. I'm just so thankful, and I realize, I, as well as anyone, I have a lot to learn still. I have a lot to learn, and I've learned so much, but I have a lot to learn, man. Real talk. I'm not always right, and God is really, just shown me the way, man. He's just taught me so much. Taught me a lot about this place too, that there's a lot of good people here. Like, people are good people here. So, I don't know. It's a beautiful thing, man. But like I said, right now, healing, man, working on staying calm, calm, collected. It has everything to do with martial arts and everything that I'm doing. I'm learning all about chi energy. I could use all the terminology on here, but I don't want to. But if you ever looked into it, you'll know what I'm talking about. But like I said, that's what folks don't get. Like, I'm the real deal, brother. Don't get no realer than me. That's the thing. It literally gets no realer. There is nothing realer. And that's the thing, is I'm like, well, let me take, my talent and my passion and my energy and my purpose and who I am, and let me put it all into this. And I knew it would work. I truly knew that it would work. I just knew. That's the most beautiful thing It's crazy to me because all the people who have an opinion or want to give me advice, you notice how it's always the people in the worst positions that want to give advice. Tell me when I'm wrong. I repeat, the people in the worst positions will be the ones that want to give you advice. I went through that. I went through that in Atlanta heavy because I was always in the streets. Not always, but a lot. And the people that I would meet that weren't from the street, ow, what the hell was that? Hold on. That did not feel nice. But nothing I can do anyway. All right, I don't know. I have to just get over it, I guess. What the hell that was? These shoes should be like more protective. I don't know, but it's all good. Like I said, they're what are they? They're Vans, and I've been using them for everything lately, and they're working like really well. It's just I don't know the bottom. I wish I had a little more protection, but that's what I'm saying. God provides, man. Real talk. God provides, and people just don't seem to understand and get it. God really does provide, while all of you are, you know, doing your thing. And again, you know, I'm not mad at you. You go to your 9 to 5 and you work, that's cool. I'm just saying, ain't it funny? You watch Batman walking like right now, going through the wind and everything. Like I come up against obstacles. That's what I do. And I use the setbacks, I use the obstacles, I use anything in my way and I alchemize it and I turn it into something positive. That's what people don't get. It's a way of life. Everything I'm doing is a way of life, just like they told you. It's a way of life. You know what I mean? I truly believe in God. But that's what I'm saying. All these people, I just disagree with a lot of decisions that people make. I disagree with people trying to, yes, God provides everything. God provides, period. But yes, I got these Vans and they've been working very well, in my opinion, for what I'm doing. I got the boots too. All this stuff brand new, like all for free too. A lot of it. I got the boots, got those. I got the brand new Banana Republic dress shoes. Those are beautiful. It's just they're hard to walk in. They're a little too big. Um, that's the only reason why I haven't worn them or anything. But they're brand new. I mean, everything looks brand new. Like my friend just gave me it all. Like I said, my red hoodie I've been using, that hoodie is awesome. The shirts are all super clean. They smell fresh. I wear those. Um, we'll see what I'm feeling like tomorrow, man, because, taking off days is helping me a lot. I'm getting a lot stronger. Um, I'm getting big, man. I'm getting pretty huge. I mean, I've always been pure muscle, but I'm making some adjustments. I'm doing some things a little differently, and it's paying off. It's making a big difference. And like I said, taking days off is helping me. It really is. So with a guy like me that trains as hard as I do and the level I do, I already knew it was going to be like this. But what ends up happening is if I take a good day off, 2, 3 days off, it usually ends up helping me. Like that's when I grow. I've told people this in the past, like because the training is so on point and next level on another level that I just, the thing is I never want to rest. I just want to keep going and keep training. So, you know, this has to do with the muscle in my body trying to repair. It needs that rest. So we may have to do it tomorrow. We may have to take a day off. And doesn't mean off of this, but just means we'll have a relaxed day and talk and do our shows probably and, same stuff. But we'll see. I don't know about that. It just depends on how I feel. Um, If I could get started early, maybe I'll go hop on the bus, or I really don't want to walk again. Oh yeah, then I got homie talking about this and that, so maybe he might he might drive me over there. I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to figure it out, but you know, we'll see what happens. But all I'm saying, man, I went through it heavy in Atlanta. There was a lot of people on the street and elsewhere wanted to give me advice, and I'm like, looking at the position they're in, I'm like, yeah, you can't give me advice, bro. Some of it they could. Some of it I look back and I'm like, yeah, they were trying to help me. And that's the way that life works. And I think a lot of people don't understand that. Especially, it took me time. I had to learn too, man. People don't understand, like, life is hard, man. There's no, it's never a smooth road. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be hard. Everything's going to go wrong sometimes. And sometimes everything's going to go right. But that's why these folks are so funny to me on here. You want to talk and speak, but you're not acknowledging reality and how it all works. I mean, what I've accomplished is amazing and impossible, everything in every way, financially and all, but it's all through God. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I'm getting huge, dude. I'm getting real big, like real talk. And it's because I'm resting and I'm making some adjustments. But you can tell the vibe I'm going for on here, and it's all real. I mean, it just symbolizes who I am and what I do. Like real talk. Like, yeah, I don't understand. I'm the real thing, bro. This is not no fronting. This is what I am. I know what I am. And that's what a lot of people don't want to embrace or don't get because, they're not used to it. But you know, my dad raised me, and I mean, I don't know. God is just making me unstoppable. Literally, now I understand what he meant when God told me word for word. He said, "I'm going to make you unstoppable." You know, and I didn't fully understand it. I'm like, how? I'm thinking it's like the suit and stuff, and now I'm realizing, no, it's me. Well, he said it's you. It's always been you. When God talks to you like that, that means a lot, dude. That kind of touches my heart. You know what I mean? God talked to me just like that. Said, "It's you. It's always been you." Like knows that I don't even realize it. Like, wake up and realize who you are. It's what they kept telling me. That God kept telling me, remember who you are. It's just crazy, bro. Y'all don't get it. Like, what I mean? God really talks to me. He be using downloads, readings, everything, synchronicities, and he'll word for word. You know what I mean? The messages will come to me. It'll tell me exactly what he's saying. It's crazy, you know? And that's what I mean. I mean, can you imagine going through a real awakening and, you're having ancestors and God and downloads and tarot readings and stuff explain to you everything step by step and tell you these things like, it's always been you. Remember who you are. Repeatedly. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. Like, I mean, so, if folks don't have faith or believe, I give up because, I mean, God talks directly to me, bro. You know what I mean? He finds a way to do it, and it's just incredible. You know what I mean? Spiritual realm is very real, and I'm the emperor in the spiritual realm, and I sit at the right hand throne of God, directly connected to God. So that's the thing. Hold on. When folks want to always have an opinion on something, well, that would be under the preconceived notion that you're doing everything right, and none of you are. You see the point? Before anybody can judge me or tell me anything, it would have to be under the preconceived notion, right? That you are something, that anyone wants to be or that I want to be. And you're clearly not. I want to be exactly the man that my father raised. I could care less what people think about me or how I am. I'm just a martial artist. to be a real martial artist. I'm the greatest martial artist of all time, just like I told you. Folks thought I was playing. Now they seeing it. I already know they seeing it. Now they like, man, he sure do learn quick. Yeah, because this is all in me, or I already did this. I've done it. I did it in past lifetimes. This is who I am, bro. You don't get it. I do this in the heavens and the ethereal realms for real. I do this in other dimensions. You understand? This is what I am. So that's the thing people don't get. You're seeing something like crossover from the spiritual realm. That's what you're witnessing. That's what Batman is. It's a real thing. That's why he said, remember, he looks at him, the guy that works for like the CIA or Feds or whatever, FBI, and he looks at him, he says, I know this is your real form. And it's true though. Like that's the thing. Like this is all stuff I'm learning. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy, man. It's surreal. It's an amazing feeling. You know, the whole thing, the whole experience has just been incredible. You know, so I hope people learn something from me and from it. You know, I really do. That's all. But it's just like all them depictions. You know, I didn't choose nothing. This chose me. This all happened for me, and I went through a real transformation to become Batman. And you know, I'm still transforming and growing and evolving every day. You know, that's what folks don't get. So it's just like becoming Spider-Man. He went through a transformation. I had to do the same thing, except this was Batman. You know, like just saying, nobody wants to acknowledge the truth of how cool it is and how unique it is. I mean, I never heard anything like this happening ever. Have you ever heard of someone becoming Spider-Man? No, but you got a guy here that really became the real Batman. You know, and they know it. These folks know I'm real now. They know I'm the real deal. Hmm. So that's the point. It's just different. We move different. We live different. Everything we do is different. We've never been the same. You know what I mean? Them Joker videos will be talking right to me, bro. So, I mean, right to every word just is spot on with me and who I am. That's how I know it's all meant for me. You know? So, I mean, they'll be talking about how, you know, you've always felt it. And I'm looking and I'm listening and I'm like, what are they going to say? And I already kind of know. And they're like, you've always felt it, that you were meant for more. You always knew that you were superhuman. I always knew. Like always. That's why, like, folks, if you ever saw me like in the past, I used to always vibe to music and I'd walk around. That was because I was raising my vibration, my vibrational frequency with the music. So while folks was doing whatever, and I mean I had money at the time, but even if I didn't, sometimes, you know, I always listen to music. It helps me. And it really is a frequency. You know, it really does something. It has an effect. It helps. You know, and it's very therapeutic. And you know, I'm saying even in times when I didn't have much money or didn't have any, whatever. I mean, that's what I'm saying. The world will never understand. They'll look at you like, well, what are you listening to music for, walking around if you need to go get a job, if you need to go make money? I mean, for what? That's what you don't get. You raise your vibration. Your vibration is what attracts everything to you. You want to talk about manifesting? I'm the meaning of it. You see what I'm saying? So it actually has much more of a purpose than working a job, because then you're settling. The reason why that folks are always in their feelings over me and don't understand me is because they've all settled. All of them. They've settled because they don't know how to do anything else. That's why I can't really tolerate being around a lot of folks too often, right? And I don't reach out because my energy can't deal with it, because you're talking to me in worldly terms that don't exist. All the worldly stuff doesn't exist to me. It doesn't exist, period. You know, I'm in the ethereal realms with it. I'm moving around with God. I'm at a so much higher level. It's unbelievable. So for folks to think that they can understand it, I mean, not really. You can pretend, you can claim. That's what people do when you talk to them. Don't they all do the same thing? You know how many conversations I've had with so many different people? And that's the difference between me and everyone else, is I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to live my life to the fullest. I'm not afraid to go through anything. And that's the thing. You got people on here was really trying to act like you're saying something to me. What are you saying? Nothing. What are you talking about? I'm the way to go. I'm what you want to be. You understand? And you're in your feelings because you don't have the heart or the courage to go through what I've been through and to walk my walk. Not a single one of you could walk in my shoes. And that's facts. That's why you feel phased. That's why you feel some way. You understand? Because y'all know you don't got it in you, but I do. So, like I said, it's natural, you know. Regular human beings are going to feel phased and getting their feelings when a superhero arises from all of them. You know, it's just like he said. He said, odds are one of y'all here is Batman. You know, that's the thing. It's just like the depiction, bro. You know, you think it's not going to be like that? You know, we might actually go to a circus like Christina and I in the future. You know, still haven't heard from her, but you know, I love you, Christina, more than anything, and I'll be right here waiting. You know, but I mean, I really wish she was just on her way. That would be awesome. You know what I mean? I wish she would just like show up and appear and get me the hell out of here. uh, but yeah, like that's the thing. Like we'll do stuff like that. I would love to go to an actual circus. I ain't been, you know, since I was a kid. Probably I haven't been for a long time. I love them real circuses. Like I'm talking the real ones. You know who I'm talking about. I don't gotta say. You know who I'm talking about. The real ones. Like that stuff is super cool. And that's my point. Like it just all makes sense. It all matches up. It's just been a beautiful journey, you know. So you know that's the thing. Like I said, like I'm gonna ask the question again. Why did folks ever come in my chat on here and then type like in the third person and act like I'm trying to be like them? Like what? Like you could just tell that folks don't make any sense. Yeah, God provides. Fact. Always. You know what I mean? Please spell God G-O-D. Let's put some respect on my father's name. If you're gonna say God, please spell it correctly. G-O-D. That's all. God. Yeah. So, like I said, I don't know, man. It's just been amazing. Again, shout out to Ace. Thank you for your support. Do you know, brother, if you'll be able to continue to do that, sometimes it would help a lot because I mean that really made my night yesterday. I'm truly appreciative of that. Real talk. Like I said, we just gonna keep pushing. I'm getting stronger and stronger. And you folks, you know, it's like they see it, but they don't want to embrace it. You know, I told you a lot of folks they see your vision. It's not that they don't see it; they don't want to see it. They see it, and thank you. No, you're good, Ace. Yeah, I know. It's all good. Um, I wasn't even really talking to you. I was talking to him more so, but yeah. No, I know you're good. Uh yeah, I mean, I gotta always stand up for God because God has always stood up for me. You feel me? Real talk. You know, so you know that's my whole point. Like, I don't know, man. It's just been an amazing journey. It's been words can't even explain how I feel. Words can't explain none of this. This has just been crazy, man. You know what I mean? Like God really do make dreams come true, bro. Like truly. You know what I mean? He make dreams come true, and that's why I know like he ain't gonna let me down. He ain't gonna let Christina down. Like Christina gonna get through this, whatever she's going through, and she's gonna, you know, come to me and we're gonna get started. That's just what I believe. And I haven't heard from her in a while, so I'm definitely, you know, concerned and worried. But I believe in God, you know. I believe that God makes everything right, and I just I don't I know God would never let me down. Not in a real aspect, not in reality. No, he wouldn't. I know he won't. That's what I'm saying. Whatever God has planned for me is what will be, you know, and that's the deal, you know. But I would never give up on Christina. I would never give up on anything or anyone that comes from God and anything that is real to me and anyone that's real to me and been there for me. And Christina has been there for me as much as she can. You know what I mean? She has, well, you know, I've been there for her the whole time. We've been there for each other. So, you know, I love you more than anything, Christina. Um, so you're the enforcer of divine law. Can't read the rest of it, but yes, I am. But yeah, I'm gonna get going right now. I appreciate y'all. Like I said, please super chat if y'all can. Oh, I said God is saying I got you. Right. Thank you. Exactly. See, there you go. Talking through Ace. God does that, man. He'll use folks to talk through. Like I said, Ace did what he. I mean, that the fact that you contributed yesterday. I mean, that was just surreal because Ace has been around for years, on and off. He always comes back. I don't know who he is really, but it just for that to happen. I mean, that was just God all over it. That was divine timing. It really was. I mean, we've been Ace has been on here for over a decade. And he had never donated or anything, and then all of a sudden he super chats. I mean, that's a big deal. That's God. You know what I mean? Cool, cool, right? Yeah, we got to all come to God. We all got to all build a relationship with God. That's the thing folks don't get. Like, I listen to the real ones. It's hard for me to sit down and be around folks that they just talking. Because a lot of them don't make sense. But me, I'm not that type of person. Like, I'm not going to go on and on about something because there's no point. It's overcompensating. And that's all I'm saying. Like, the people who tell me these silly things, they're in really bad positions, in my opinion. Feel what I'm saying? So that's the part that I'm confused about. Folks be in really bad positions but want to tell me anything. I mean, I don't know. It's funny to me. But some people I feel are sent by God and they're sent to help me, and it's just been amazing, man. I try to just be humble and listen and pay attention. That's all. Oh, I knew what you were saying, Ace. Yeah, but like I said, I'm gonna get going right now, man. I'm tired, bro. I'm worn out. It was a hard day today. I think the best lift I've ever done again. It was absolutely incredible. I mean, completely vertical, straight up in the air. It was just ridiculous. So I'm starting to figure it out more and more as we go here, and just stay tuned, man. It's gonna get better and better and better. And like I said, when God bless me and I get all the money, or however it's gonna happen, man, it's in God's hands. But when God bless me and I get all the money, it's gonna change everything. You know, right? That's what we go through, right? Trials and tribulation, right? Tough trials. I appreciate you saying that, but I mean, it's not comparison or competition, But I have been through some serious things, yes. Oh, 100%. 100% those millions are coming soon. You feel me? And you and your feelings about those millions coming to me. Yeah, I told you they're never laughing when they type that stuff. I'm the one laughing. Yeah. And that's the thing, they think it's a big deal. I don't care about money. The reason God is going to give me all the money is because He told me Himself He knows I don't care about it. That's how I know some people are good people. Because my other homeboy that I'm talking to, that he actually like has a business and he does like real stuff, like what I mean. Like I noticed he said that the other day. Like when people repeat lines, just like the other guy, he said double portion. That's what God told me. So I start listening, and when dudes are in front of me and they're repeating what God said, I'm like, yeah, then that's the real one, because I'd be trying to decipher and figure it out. Don't ever get me wrong on here, man. I talk about a lot of things. I come across a lot of people, like I'm very direct. I'm talking about, certain matters and different, issues and stuff. It has nothing to do with people that I actually like deal with. I don't want any confusion on that. The folks that I deal with, I have nothing but respect for and love for, and I can tell who's real and legit. You know what I mean? It's pretty clear. You know, um, I do, look at things a certain way, and I have to express that. And I come on here and I vent, and I just express, my frustration. I want to get there. I want to keep building. So we gonna make it happen regardless, man. That's what these people don't get. I mean, like I said, I did a lot of this without money. Everything I did was with God. So we gonna keep pushing. But again, like I said, we do need financial backing. Anybody who can support. And these people are seeing it all come to be. I mean, you're seeing it all, happen right in front of you. So I know they're in their feelings, because I'm putting it all together. And that's what I always had to do. I always had to manually put everything together and build it. And this time I'm doing it with God. And that's why I can't go wrong. Look how far I've come. God told me that just the other day. He's always speaking to me, bro. That's what y'all don't get. He said he sends me messages and downloads. I'm telling you, he talks to me word for word. He said, what was it? I'm blanking out because I'm tired. Whatever I just said, that's what that's what it was. You know what I mean? Like he just be talking. He lets me know everything going on. I know that I'm doing everything. Oh yeah, I said like look how far you've come. Like take some time out to really, to stop going to the next thing all the time because I'm working like 24 hours a day. Like I gotta talk fast, I gotta move fast, I gotta work fast. This is a business. That as well, right? Ace, karma is real, right? Oh, they're going through it right now, Ace. But best believe that they and their feelings, they all going through it. You know what I mean? But yeah, like he told me, like take a minute, to just sit down and relax and realize how far you've come, and I do. I try to, like it's an amazing feeling, you know, truly. It's just amazing. It's surreal. I've come a long way, bro. I've accomplished so much, and it was all off hard work and just pure power with the Holy Spirit and God, and that's just the truth. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. Oh, 100%. Yeah. So like I said, we'll continue to push forward. I want us all to, focus on what we're doing, focus on us, and that's it, man. Like I said, just keep getting stronger. What am I at? Like 298 world records, man. We're gonna be at 300 right around the corner. Right, that's facts, Ace. That is facts. Um, yeah, you tell them, let them know. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, we're gonna stay moving forward. This is the mob. I'm the Batman, and yeah, like I said, like a lot of these depictions, I mean, like I said, it has a lot to do with me, so that's why I'm utilizing them. You know what I mean? Right? He has to be because people like that exactly because they want to pretend in front and don't know when to stop, and they do everything hiding. Finish. So yeah, you can keep letting them know, Ace, as much as you want. Just let them know the right way, like you're doing right now. Just say the truth, and that's it. That's all you got to do. But they know. Oh, they going through it right now, brother. They and their feelings. Believe me, they going through it, bro. And I predicted all of this. I said all of it every time. Every prediction I ever made has come true. I'm a prophet. I'm the son of God, bro. I'm the Messiah. You know what I mean? It was never a joke or a game. That's why these folks have so desperately tried to get attention off of me and, play games with my name and anything they can do. I saw a Bible verse the other day. I can't remember exactly if it was like Psalm like 63 or something like that. It was exactly what I'm going through, word for word. And it said, well, that's how you know it's real, and I got to give credit to the Bible on that. That's why I'm trying to get into it, because it was just amazing. It was word for word. It was right there in front of me. It was everything I'm going through, and it said, like God is going to be there for us, man. We're God. We're really the children of God. We're God's people, and God is not going to let us down. You know what I mean? He's not. You know what I mean? When God, says he's going to do something, makes you a promise, he's going to keep that promise. That I can guarantee without a shadow of a doubt. And that's what life about. That's what everything about. So, like I said, we just stay moving forward, and that's about it. We continue to do what we do, and it's just a beautiful thing. So, I'm gonna get going for right now. But like I said, man, these world records, bro, that I'm setting, it's just absolutely crazy, bro. 298 world records, I believe, will be at 300 right around the corner. Um, it don't get no better than this. I mean, it really doesn't. I mean, the strength is out of this world. You know what I mean? And I got all these folks in their feelings. You understand? Like, and we gonna keep making our money. We gonna keep on winning. We gonna keep on making it do what it do. We gonna keep on getting to the bread. We gonna keep on stacking. We gonna keep on building. You feel me? So I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So, like I said, um, that's about it, bro. I mean, we just keep on winning and winning and winning. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I keep my eyes on God. I focus on God, and I listen to God, and that's it. You know what I mean? So, for me, I don't know, man. It's just a beautiful thing. The amount of progress I made, how quick, how strong I'm getting, how huge I am. I mean, it's just everything all around has just been absolutely amazing. You know what I mean? So I just want to say I love God. I love you, Christina, more than anything. And it's nothing but love for all my supporters, man. I truly appreciate y'all. It is nothing but love. You know what I mean? I got love for everybody. So pure love. You know what I mean? So, you know, like I said, we keep on building. We're going to keep on doing our thing. I'm the real Batman. And, yeah, like we winning all across the board. We already won. You know what I mean? So, yeah, like I said, oh, I think 100% all that money is coming. I'm in no rush. You know, that's what folks don't get. I'm already Gucci. I'm good. Always have been, always will be. Why? Because God got me and God provides. Yeah, we got them in their feelings. They going through it. Yeah, you feel me? So yeah, like I said, we just stay focused, keep on doing what we got to do, and that's it. You know what I mean? We winning. We always win. You know what I mean? That's the truth. When have we ever? We always win. You understand? Like I said, it's hilarious, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, the devil has no power, bro. You know what I mean? God is the Almighty and all powerful and all knowing. You know what I mean? So, like I said, that's all, man. That's what God is teaching us here in this realm. This is a spiritual realm as well, and it's to teach you. You have the strength. You may think not, but you're a lot stronger than you think. You have the strength. You have the strength to stand up to the devil and defeat the devil. You have the strength to win, and that's what I'm living proof of. So I'm the greatest, most powerful testimony of all time, probably. You know what I mean? Outside of like Jesus Christ, my brother. So I mean, it's just absolutely tremendous. And like I said, y'all can say what you want. I've resurrected in front of you. I mean, what could anyone say realistically? In reality, there's nothing anyone can say to me, and they know it. So, like I said, I'm beyond proud, bro. I'm beyond proud of myself. I'm beyond proud that I'm Batman. I'm beyond proud of my career. Like I said, we're going on my third year anniversary coming up March, April, May time, being Batman. It's just beautiful, bro. You know what I mean? So yeah, like I said, we're gonna stay focused. We're gonna keep training, keep smiling, stay happy, stay having fun on here, and get our money. Like I said, we over 155 bucks for that next check. These folks and they feelings, and I just need everybody, all the whole community. I need all the people in the valley and everybody everywhere to support me. That's all. I need everyone to truly support me. You know what I mean? That's the only way that this gets built is together. With the people. I want the people behind me. So and that's the deal, like my whole thing is I'm all for the valley, man. I'm all for everyone here. Was always for everyone. It was other people that in their feelings because they can't handle my success and my aura and my presence and my energy. That's not my problem. You understand? That's what it always is. So, for me, I'm here to help the valley. I'm here to like I always did. I basically created the economy here. I helped it a lot. So, I mean, I'm here to help the valley, man. I'm here to help people, and like I said, I save lives every day. Saved a lot of folks' lives, even on YouTube. I'm saving lives, man. I'm making a real change, and I'm making a difference, and people love me for it. So I'm gonna continue to be the superhero that I am and do what I do, and it's all 100% real. You understand? Outside of that, I mean, what else was I gonna say? I mean, I'm just saying we looking to expand, man. That's all. I'm ready. I'm not in a rush, but I'm ready, and I would really like to expand. But I need the money. I need people to help me. If y'all can help me get the funds together so that I can get me a bus ticket and try to check out Austin again, maybe, or Katy, Texas, somewhere, and try to make a trip and see what it's like and see what's going on. I could try to bring this bat suit probably to start. Like a couple of things that I'm gonna need, man, over time, but we just need money. I get the money, I can handle all the semantics. I've been doing this for a long time. I do all the mechanics for everything. I build everything, build my own bat suits. Y'all know what it is. You understand? I just need the finances. I just need the money. Right. I appreciate you saying that, Ace. That's true. That means a lot. I think that's a perfect way to put it. So I appreciate that. So, like I said, and that's really the truth. I know that's the truth because he be saying and telling me that too. So thank you. But yeah, I'm gonna get going. Like I said, it's nothing but love, and just like I said, please, people, like we don't do anything here for anyone else. We do it for us, and I need the support so that we can win. This is about winning for us, and that's what it's always been. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. Like we just gonna stay doing us, stay focused, stay calm, stay resilient, and stay vigilant, like God told us. You understand? We're the children of God for real, and we're here and we're taking it all back, the earth, the planet, the world. And I'm building the kingdom of God right in front of you. It don't get no better, homie. So like I said, it just is what it is, man. It's just a beautiful thing, man. It's amazing, you know. Life is beautiful. You know what I mean? People are beautiful. You know what I mean? Like I'm just happy, man. I'm truly happy, man. I'm content, satisfied. I'm happy. You know, I'm just really ambitious, and I'm not going to stop building. So, like I said, I'll put it all together, but I need money. You know what I mean? So, like I said, that's our next goal. Let's get some money and some funds rolling in here. Let's get some people to do some consistent donations and support. Let's get some funding from the public and some crowd funds and whatever. Let's get some real money rolling, bro. Y'all got three ways to donate. You got the Cash App in the bottom left hand corner right here. You got a PayPal, you got a Venmo. There's no excuse, and y'all can give me cash and money whenever you see me. You know what I mean? Like I need funding, bro. If you want to invest, we need investors, sponsors. We need all that. I don't care what it is, homie. I just need to make money. That's why when people saying this and that, brother, I'm not gonna stop doing what I'm doing and go waste my time at a job. It's not gonna get me anywhere. I mean, I'll do it given the circumstances. It's kind of difficult. You gotta understand, bro. You know, I don't gotta explain it to you, bro. The devil's watching, man. The devil always paying attention. Like I said, I can't really work like that because they gonna go look at what job I'm at. It's always been the same. So that's what folks don't get. You don't know because you're not in my position. And that's the thing that be tripping me out. People say, "Oh, I'm this and that," and "Oh, I'm chosen." "Oh, I believe in God." But it's like it all it's proof in the pudding. You know what I mean? Like I'm the chosen one. It's just only one. You know, I'm the chosen one because you can see what I've been through. I don't have the luxury to work a job. Y'all have that. This is my job. This is all I had, and I'm proud of it and glad. It all worked out to my benefit. So that's the thing. Like, no, my time is precious, and I'd rather put my time into building my own business and what I own, right? And it's working. That's the thing. Like it's totally working. You know what I mean? So like I said, I know folks in their feelings right now. We gonna stay, you know, making bread and like I said, it's not even the 15th yet, is it? Oh, it's just the 15th today, so it's about to be the 16th, and we already up over 155 bucks. So that means, if you count it like from the 50, we up over 55 within a month, basically. So that's crazy, bro. That's amazing. So we picked up pace, I told you. And like I said, like we gonna do it. God will do it for you, man. You just gotta believe God will gonna do it for you. He doing it for me right now, just like he'll do it for you. You know what I mean? So like I said, we gonna stay winning. So I don't know what else to tell you, man. I wish the best for everybody truly and genuinely. You know what I mean? That's what I wish. So I hope everybody's doing well. You know what I mean? So like I said, that's about it, man. I'm a kind, good person and a good spirit and good soul, and I'm continue to be myself. I would never let anybody change me because they feel some way about my success. That's hilarious to me. You feel me? All these folks are my biggest fans, so let them watch and let them feel how they do. All right. Let me see here. So yeah, we gonna keep on pushing, man. We're gonna keep on pushing, and we're gonna continue to succeed. You're a preacher doing God's work, leading the lost. But yeah, I understand you need money. Thank you. That's facts. Facts, Ace. You're doing great, Ace. Keep it up. Real talk. I'm noticing a big change too from the past and your past comments and stuff. So I mean that's awesome. And that's what I'm here to do, change things for the better. So I'm gonna get going. I appreciate y'all truly. Much love. It's nothing but love for real, genuine, pure love over here. And like I said, we just gonna keep on doing us and we gonna stay winning. I don't know what else to tell folks, you know what I'm saying? So we just gotta focus, keep pushing, and I gotta try to figure out if I can build my own engine or how the hell I'm gonna build bat pods or what, because that's all I need. I just need the mobility and I need the funding. And that's the thing. It's gonna take money, man. I don't know if I can build it or if I should. I mean, it's I need the money. I get motorcycles and I can look into how to build my own vehicles and bat pods and that's all I need. I need the money and I can get this all, going across the country and then the world. And that's the thing. Once we get going, I mean, it's just going to keep making money. That's why these folks so worried and concerned because they know the minute I get to that point and I get some real bread and money to work with again, oh boy, this is going to take off to a whole nother level. And it took money, it took time, it took perseverance, it took everything to get to this point. That's the thing that they don't pay attention to. And this is why I have a business and why you don't. Stay in your feelings. Yeah. Like I said, they want the good part. They want what I got. They want the accolades. They want the success. They want everything, but they're not willing to put the work in to get it. That's the difference. I worked for this. I worked for it. I mean, as hard as possible. And you see me work for it every day. And the thing is, I fell in love with the struggle. I fell in love with working for it. Instead of worrying about money or caring or even wanting money, I really don't care. I have fell in love with this part of things, with the hard part, with the struggle, with the working through it, with the overcoming obstacles, because with God, you can overcome anything. And that's what God has taught me. It's all about overcoming, and that's what life is about. I'll talk to y'all later, man. Like I said, money don't matter. God means everything. Get that right.